Welcome to On Track with Betty Mac. Read that script at the top. Betty Mac's fitness tips. Do not engage in any strenuous fitness program without consulting your physician. Drink plenty of water, half your body weight in ounces. So if you weigh 150, 75 ounces of water. That's a lot of water, isn't it?
Yeah, but you know what? I don't even think you can't overdo it with water.
That's true.
Our body is made up of so much of water.
That's right.
That, yeah, I mean, they say the more that you drink, and anybody who does any type of weightlifting, anybody that does any type of workout regimen, that's a good place to start.
That's a good place to start.
Yep.
And I always say stretch 2 or 3 times a day. We're going to do some little stretching things sitting here on the floor. 30 minutes of aerobic activity. That means walking, jogging, or anything like that. And then you saw the rest of the tips, right, Miss Jen? They saw them up there, and we'll put them up there again before we leave. So what Miss Jackie and I are going to do, now Miss Jackie, you know, she's fit and everything, although she doesn't think she is.
I have
but you work out.
I do,
Okay.
and I have slacked off a little bit.
Okay.
I think we hit different pockets of the year.
Right.
Being a mom, being a wife,
Yeah.
school teacher, getting busy. I'm exhausted by the time I get home.
Okay.
So I'm the kind of person that I need to find a workout buddy. I need to
Right.
find somebody that holds me accountable. We actually had a gentleman that was coming in last school year and was working out with us after school.
Wow.
Dan, I call him Dan the man. I'll have to figure out, I can't remember what his last name is,
Okay.
but Stephanie Piper O'Henderson was bringing him in. And we were kind of doing it like as a group, and Steph would come
Wonderful.
over and say, "Hey, did you bring your workout clothes?" And I'm like, "Oh, of course I did." Or, "Yeah, oh no, I forgot." She's like, "No, you didn't. I know they're in your car. Go get them. We're working out after work." So for me, I
that
need
was
somebody
good.
Yeah, I gotta have
so
somebody
that
to
worked.
help hold me accountable.
And so that's why I think a lot of people don't work out. They're trying to, how do I fit this in?
Right.
But you know what I do? When I get up in the morning, before I get out of the bed, I stretch right in the bed. You can do some things right in your bed.
All right, so what do we do when we're sitting in bed?
When I'm still in the bed, I do, let's see, I'm not sure which the angle, this way. Okay, I do my push-ups with my arms.
Okay.
I do this right in my bed, and go back. And when you go back, you hold that tummy in.
Yep.
And you just go down.
Nice and tight.
Yeah, and you do this
Your
right in
whole
your
core.
bed.
Yep.
Just do it right in your bed. And I always say work up to like 12 of them and do like 3 reps.
Yep.
So you do that. Now, then the other thing that I do while I'm in my bed, we can't lie down all the way here, but I lie down and then I do my crunches with my hand behind my head.
Yep. Do you leave your legs down or you bring them up?
I do it. No, I keep them down.
Keep them flat? Okay.
And then I down this, all the way down. Can't go down.
All the way up? Oh, Miss Betty.
Oh, uh-oh, I think I got her. This is how you keep this tight.
I know.
You got to do that, Miss Jackie.
I know, my mommy belly.
And then I do this a
Okay.
few times because that gets the top.
The top.
We get that
Yep.
flab hangs over.
Yep.
And you can really feel it when you're here. And so you just do this. And then you take it all the way back down. And then you bring it all the way up. And I do that, you work up to like 12,
Okay.
3 reps. Okay, I'm still in the bed, right? I'm doing this.
All right.
All right, and then also what I do is I'm laying down, and then I bring my knee into my chest. Then you take your leg all the way up. You
Okay.
stretch it. And you pull it
I don't
back.
know that anybody needs to see all that, but okay.
There you go. All right. And you just stretch
Plenty
it.
of years of
you
cheerleading.
You can feel this
Yep.
right here in the hamstring.
Yep.
It stretches and it tightens it. Then what you do is you bring it over this way and push this down. And you hold. Now you can really feel this on the outer part. That's where they say all that cellulite collects. And you just hold it. This is all stretching.
Yep.
Stretch and tone. I say stretch and tone. You do that while
Which
you're...
is a woman's best friend, because unfortunately we collect cellulite a little differently than men do.
Than the
in
men.
The way that our skin actually is like meshed over top of each other.
Right.
So ours is very visible.
Most definitely.
And for men, because their structure is a little different, they still have it, but it's not as visible. So by stretching this, and any of those, you look up strategies on, I don't want it to be visible, I don't want to see it. Massaging it and stretching your muscles helps elongate that, and then it breaks it up inside there. So.
See, so there's always a method to why we do what we do, and you explained it very well. And that's why, ladies, we have to do that. We have to stretch. It's just very important. So this is all while you're in the bed. And of course, when you get older, it's really harder to get out of the bed. So once I do all these stretches while I'm in the bed, it's easier for me to slide around and get up out of the bed.
Well, you're a little warmed up to just kind of drop yourself out of bed, cold out of bed.
Right. Then I do my workout in the bathroom. My bathroom is not huge. It's small. You know, it's probably a little wider than this, but it's long. But I have my weights.
Okay.
You got weights. Let's
Yep.
take the weights.
All right.
So I do, because my husband used to say, what are you doing in the bathroom so long? I said, everything I do.
You all right on there, honey?
Everything is in this bathroom. I do my prayers in the bathroom, you know. I do my workout in the bathroom. Then I just jump in the shower, you know.
And it's out of the way.
Yeah.
So you
so
stretch.
when I come out
Yep.
of there.
Now we're ready to
It's-
use some weights.
right.
And I think for women, and I know that it was a big misconception that I had very early on when I was trying to lose some weight for my babies, because I probably gained right around 50, 55 pounds
Yeah.
with both of my daughters.
Yeah.
So that takes its toll on somebody's
Sure.
body, young, old, doesn't matter. It
Right.
takes its toll. And I always thought, well, I don't want to lift weights because I don't want to look bulky. I want to be slim
Yeah,
and
I've heard
trim
women
and
say
streamlined.
that. Right.
And for women to get bulky with weights is nearly impossible. I mean, you have to spend hours and hours.
Yeah,
So
you have to really
the
want
weight
to do
stuff,
that.
The weights that for women are your best friend.
Yeah, you got to have this, and this is what speeds up your metabolism.
Correct.
This is what helps you burn those calories.
Yeah.
You know.
The most bang that I would get for my buck was when I was doing weights. And not that cardio isn't fantastic and you've got to put
And
cardio
you have to
in,
have that.
But this is what would drop the pounds.
And let's show it. Now
Sure.
you show me what you do with your weights. What do you do with your
well,
weights?
it depends on what
Let's work upper body.
upper body.
Yeah.
Okay. So depending on what it is, I might just do like an overhead press.
And you do
So
those with your weights,
you
right?
can do it with weights or
Or
without. Depending on when you're starting, if you can go
Okay.
and find little 2-pound weights, smaller weights, or even just things around the house that
Right.
have even weight.
Cans of food.
Right. I mean, it's very, very simple. Or you can just, shoulder press, and when you bring it back down, resist, and then bring it back up.
Okay, so you can do this with the weights. Now I
Bring it
use
up.
the 10-pound weights.
Yep. And then
then you just
yep,
do down
out,
this way.
and bring it up
And bring
to
it up.
center, and it works
then
kind of
out.
your shoulders and your triceps.
And see, you've tried to get a little muscle there, right? It's up.
And then it's, you can decide. If you are heavier weights, then it's lower reps.
Right. But
lower
this, and
the
it's
weight,
just this
more reps.
easy. It's just this easy. And then what I do sometimes, I take them to the front,
Yep, a chest press. Yep.
chest press,
And if you want to work on your abs at the
You're
same
right.
time, you hang on, you tighten up your core.
right?
And press it straight out.
And you can go back with
Yep.
them,
And
and
then
then you
bring
can
it
come
up.
up
Yep.
with them. You
And always
take it
remember to
back
breathe in and out, in and out. I have a
Inhale.
tendency, yeah,
And exhale. Very important. Some
Right.
people hold their breath.
yeah.
You can't do that. The breathing is important. Now, also, is this up? I take it out
Curls.
this way.
Yeah, it depends if
Bicep
you're sitting
curls.
or standing.
I
I
do-
can
I
do
can
one
do-
arm at a time.
Yeah,
or-
I do some of mine sitting. It depends on how I feel. Some days I don't feel like standing, so I'll just sit on the bathroom floor,
Yeah.
or I'll stand up and do it, and
or-
then look in the mirror.
I was going to say,
you know.
or if you're just sitting over there on the edge of the tub, or you could sit on the edge of the
Yeah,
tub.
and you just
one arm at a time.
right. And I usually turn some music on
Mm-hmm.
while I'm doing this, because music kind of helps you get through it. And you don't
Yeah, I'm a
notice so
music
much
person,
that
too.
you're exercising, and you do that, and you make sure you do both sides.
And it's so
If
easy
you
now
do
with
the
our
one.
smartphones. You just take your smartphone right in there,
And
you
put
plop
that-
it on the counter, and you just click on
put that
Pandora
music in.
or whatever you have on your phone.
Right.
Sure.
Now, so that's another thing that you can do. You can do with the weights, your arms, your upper body, or you can put them here,
Mm-hmm.
and as you do your lifts, you push down, and that gives you pressure here, tightens, and you push down with the weight. Push down. Anything weight bearing is
Mm-hmm.
good. Ladies, we have to do weight bearing exercises. So important, very key.
Bones.
Yeah, bones helps keep osteoporosis away, or
Correct.
even if you have it, you still need to do the weight bearing, the stretching, the weight bearing exercises. We must do that. And you know,
Yeah, stretch before and after you work out. Because
Yes.
then once you use the weights, your
Mm-hmm.
muscles are going to start to tighten up as you go through that process. And what's really great about weights is for 48 hours after,
burning.
you're still burning the calories.
Burning
so
the calories.
Cardio, you're done. So you ran 30
Yeah.
minutes on the treadmill, you jogged your neighborhood, you walked, which is
Yeah.
fantastic. It's
Right.
good for the heart. It's good
Right.
for the cardiovascular
Cardiovascular.
system. Getting oxygen pumping.
Right.
But with the weight training part of it, and when we say weight training, we're not saying you're going to go to some bodybuilder
Exactly.
competition, but then you're going to see the bonuses of that for 48 hours, because as the muscles rebuild themselves, you're still burning calories. So
That's
I think
right.
that once I read more about that and I realized those, I thought, oh wow, I'm getting twice as much out of the weight activity. And that's why they say every other day with the different muscle groups. So
That's
one
exactly
morning,
right.
Okay, this
Right.
morning I'm doing my arms, this morning I'm doing my shoulders, or I'm doing my back. And you can do things real simple. I have kettlebells.
She has kettlebells, you know, and I've never worked with kettlebells before. This is
I
like a
squat
5
with them,
pound.
so I'm going to get up.
Okay.
Which my camera people are going to be super happy about that. So depending on, I actually have a squat rack, and my husband has a workout room. He's a real fitness person. So, but if you're going to do squats, and nobody judge me for my squats, but basically I just hang. I put it in the center,
just let it hang.
And then you just do like your normal squat.
Now, what's as important? You see, she's bending. You must bend those knees.
Yeah, and you got to kind of push your butt out.
Right. You have to bend those knees.
You've got to use like your glutes and your and your
hamstring.
Because the more that you try and you put that pressure on your back, a lot of people are like, oh, I hurt my back doing squats. I don't do squats. Well, then you're not doing them right, and you got to squeeze your butt cheeks.
Got to do this, and try to keep your knee over the toes.
Yeah.
And you bend, and the behind goes out, and then it's up, and then you pull this
shoulder
back.
Shoulder width
apart.
Yep. Toes forward, and then push your butt out.
Let it pull you up.
Yep. And then
squats are really good. Squats are really good. Really tones all of this in here. So
and then these are good for that. So a lot of times you see squats done. You can put your weights to the side, and you can still do your squats. You don't even have to use weight, or depending on what kind of space, etc. Those take up less space than obviously having a bar up on your shoulders.
Now, since we're standing, this is another thing that I do in the bathroom in the morning. Is everybody wants a little waistline.
Oh,
so the way you make this waistline is you use your weight, keep the bend in your knees down, and you push one arm up.
Oh, there you go.
And then you can feel, and if you got any little bit of flab here, you feel it, and you're just over like this. Keep the bend. Can you feel that in that waistline?
Yeah. And then you use it's these muscles on this side, and you.
That's right. And then it's this way. You can really, and I'm only using 5 pound weights. And that's what you do.
And again, you don't even have to use weights for that. Even you can just
do
the
same
thing, and you just
stretch over.
And then you're using this side, and you pull up.
It gets rid of all of this in here, and it also helps tighten
up. The
tummy.
same thing with your sit-ups.
Right.
Etc.
So that's very good to do when you're standing up.
Push-ups?
Or
push-ups?
Yeah, I do push-ups. Well, since we're standing,
I
also take these up and pull them back.
Yeah.
And you do, because this is what when you get older, it's hard to get rid of this.
Oh, those look lovely on TV. Woo.
And you just do down, 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 and then I always pull it down, and then that's when I hang. That feels so good when you're just hanging.
And it stretches your muscles out again.
Oh, yeah.
So it kind of pulls everything, stretches.
And tone. You need to stretch your body 2-3 times a day. Whenever you think about it, you could be sitting at your desk and just push your arms up and stretch. You can pull your knee up. Most women wear pants to work. And just stretch everything in your body. Wiggle your toes. You wiggle your
Depending
fingers.
on your balance, you can grab
back
and
here.
hold.
And hold it. I don't have balance right now, do I?
Well, that.
Right. Well, with yoga, you're like this or something, up and hold it, And yoga's good. Meditation, prayer, whatever works. You put some soft music on, and the last 5 minutes we're going to do a little workout. So Trent gives us a little music that we can go out on, and we're just going to work. And if you have, I have a towel or something. I don't think I have anything around, because there's things you can do with the towel that you just stretch your body.
Or stretch bands.
Stretch bands. And so since I'm in the bathroom, I use a washcloth, and I just stretch, and you can feel it all on your back. We always exercise this way. We very rarely do the scapula in the back, so you do things this way. And that also helps with soreness and stiffness in the neck.
Okay.
You do it this way and keep that chin down and pull. And everything you do,
if you
tighten the muscles in your stomach.
If you have, I guess, chair, weight bench, you can, it's the same kind of thing. You can lean over and
pull it up.
And you pull from here.
That's right.
And then you use the middle of the back and your shoulder muscles.
There you go, because you're using all of this,
Yeah.
because we don't exercise this part enough. Yeah. And so when she's pulling that back, you can see that.
And you can do more tricep stuff, and you can kick that back.
There you go.
So those are some of the arm things that I do.
So that's why having weights is very important. Like if you don't have them, then you just get some heavy cans of food and stuff.
And you don't even have to use weights, really. It's just the rhythm of it. And the more that you fight against it, almost like that you make it tougher on yourself, then it's that resistance.
Right.
So.
And some women don't like to go to the gym.
I know. This, I'm surprised that you're catching all this on television.
But
because
you can go and use the machines. I prefer, to use the free weights. But the machines, some of the machines are very good.
The press machine for your legs, it's tough sometimes.
Yeah, I like the
squats
press
are good.
machine. Yeah.
For your legs.
Right.
It's tough. There are other ways, bands and things like that
Right,
you can use to help with your legs that you can do like wrap around and then you kind of push against it and it does those same kind of things. But the leg machines are good at workout facilities.
So ladies and gentlemen too. And you know what? You need to start your children exercising at least by the age of 9. They say they can't really hurt themselves too much by the age of 9 or 10. They need to begin to work out. Because when they get older, teenagers, it's proven they do not like to work out. Unless you start them early, then it becomes part of their life. Because when you're a teenager, I don't want to do that, I don't need to exercise.
They add it as something extra. So if it's just part of their lifestyle, the younger that they are, it's like food. It's like eating healthy food.
Exactly.
It's the same concept.
So you need to do this. This is what burns the calories. When you eat that food, then you have to burn it off. Because some people say, why am I gaining weight? I'm eating the same thing. Well, you're not burning it off. And as you get older, your body requires fewer and fewer calories, and sometimes people don't understand that.
That and your metabolism slows down. So a combination,
it slows
we
down.
get a double whammy as women.
That's why the weights are good, because it speeds up the metabolism.
Right.
So, when you get older, your body can't hold all that extra food that you're eating because it's going to turn into fat.
Yeah, it has nowhere to go when you're not using it. Food is energy. So you're supposed to have food for energy for the system, and when the system needs less energy, there's nowhere for it to go other than turn into
Right, and
to
remember
fat.
this too, and I'm not one for weighing every day. Some women want to get on that scale every day, and I think that's a mistake. And you have to remember, when you're doing weight-bearing exercises and doing things, you're building muscle. And muscle weighs more than fat.
It does, and I don't know if you guys have ever seen the Dr. Oz example. He takes the big cylinder and he puts what 5 pounds of fat looks like versus 5 pounds of muscle, and it's seriously the difference between like my large kettlebell and small.
That's right.
A muscle that weighs a pound or 2 or whatever compared to what fat looks like weighing the same thing, and fat takes up more space.
It does.
Muscle takes up a lot less space, but on a scale, and especially for women that are like, oh, nope, not doing that today, that feeling that you get like, oh no, I gained 4 or 5 pounds, you should really think about how do your clothes fit.
That's what I always say. Do the clothes test. Don't do the scale thing. The weight will come off, but it's the inches that you're losing as you do those exercises, and you're just like, oh, these pounds, I feel good, but don't worry about the scale. You're losing those inches, and
it really shouldn't be that much of a difference. No, it can be anywhere from an 8 to 10 pound difference. Yeah. But if your clothes aren't fitting any different and the scale is still going up,
then you're doing something wrong.
Then you've got to, kind of look for other. And that's why it's good to talk to your physician. They can recommend local facilities for you to go to, and there's nutritionists and there's also fitness experts.
And everybody says at the beginning of the year they're going to start. Oh, I'm going to start my diet at the first of the year. Well, diets don't work. First of all, it's behavior modification. You have to eat your green leafy vegetables. You have to try to stay away from the fried foods and the sweets, the things that we really love. Everything's in moderation.
We talk about that every time we see each other.
Yeah, it's in moderation. So you do a little bit. So you don't eat the whole cake. You eat a little piece of the cake.
Or if you already had cake on Monday, you're not going to get cake on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. You should probably say, no, I'll skip it this time. Thanks very much.
But I know people, and I've talked to people that have to have sugar every day. But that's an addiction. Sugar is an addiction. And sugar is not good for you. I mean, there's all kinds of studies. But we know they put sugar in everything. If you read labels, you got to read the labels too. Sugar is in everything because why? It tastes good to the palate. So people, when I've seen people cook, and they'll say, oh, put a little sugar in it. Because then especially the kids, I know they're going to eat it now because I'm filling the mac and cheese with sugar. They do. They cook like that. Bad, bad. Don't start your children eating sugar. It is not healthy. And then they become addicted. All the soda, the pops and stuff. Sugar, sugar, sugar. Well, and I want if they will just take time and write down everything you eat.
Keep a journal.
Keep a journal, and you're going to say, oh my gosh.
So rather than saying the first of the year, okay, now I'm going to diet, I'm going to start this new workout plan, stretch in the morning in your bed, leave a set of weights in your bathroom, start small.
Yes.
That's the easiest way. In the food journal. So in thinking about your green leafy vegetables and your fruits, you've got to watch. Some people are like, oh, I eat fruit every day. You've got to watch some of our fruits. There's a lot of sugar in our fruits, and you've got to watch how much you get of that. And then I know I love fried foods, and I put hot sauce on just about everything known to mankind.
But moderation is a thing. And now here's some things on there. good posture, and we'll come back to that. Deep breathing, I've talked about that. Take time for yourself and have fun. That's so important. Don't become a workaholic. And take it from me, I did, and I got very sick. I was working 70, 80 hours a week. Crazy. Love my work, but didn't love me. Don't overload on work. Don't overload on fun or play. Balance. Be kind to yourself and be kind to others. Having a great attitude is so important. Healthy attitude. You know, you get up in the morning, you're grumpy. Nobody wants to be around you. You know, so I find that exercising really lifts my spirits. Makes me feel so good.
Well, you did something for yourself. First thing in the morning, you did something for yourself.
That's right.
So now you can go on with the day and give to someone else.
Right. And Trent reminded us that we need to drink the water. He gave us water bottles.
I know.
So when you're
I took
working
a little
out,
sip
I have
earlier.
this in my bathroom. I always have my water. And you drink your water. It's so good. You got to replenish that you lose once you. Now, the workout that you do in the morning in the bathroom is not going to break you out in a sweat. Although, when I do break out in a sweat, it's because I'm doing jumping jacks, which I do in the bathroom.
Cardio.
I do my cardio in the bathroom. I'll do 10 minutes sometimes, or I'll just walk in place or something like that.
Jog in place, yeah.
When I'm brushing my teeth, I'm squatting. I make everything count. I do the squats, and like I say, when I have my washcloth, I'm stretching, and I do my face or something, and I'm stretching with it. Make things work for you, you know? So you don't say you don't have time. You're just going to spend an extra 10 minutes in the bathroom. When you walk out, hey, I've done my workout. But if you can get to the gym or if you can do more, then you should do that. Exercise is so key to life. It makes you feel better. People want to be around you because you're so bubbly, you know? And then when you look in the mirror and you like what you see,
it does. It helps with your skin. It helps with everything because it clears out the toxins. The more water you drink, the more cardio and exercise that you're doing, it keeps the system doing what it's supposed to be doing.
And I want to say something about this. I had a guest on, and she gave me some stuff. This is Pachella's Organic Touch. And I tell you, my skin is really dry.
Mine too.
And on the show, I just took a little bit of that, and my skin it's amazing. But, you know, I'm going to give a shout out to her because she's doing all this organically. She's into essential oils, which I am too. I use a lot of essential oils. And she's a Pachella's Organic Touch, and she's right here in Canton. So get something that you can put on your skin, you know, because you get dry, especially when you're taking your baths and things, your skin's really dry. You want to put something on your body and on your face to make you do it. Now we're going to just we only got a couple minutes, Miss Jackie.
I see that. I'm sure the timekeeper back there, Trent Comer, is.
We got any music you can put on that we can kind of
Do we have something? Do we have, other than Christmas,
holiday? Look, Trent is doing like this. He's conducting the orchestra, I guess. You know?
So is he going to sing for us? I hope not.
But you know, sometimes if you don't have any music or anything, you just kind of in your mind, you have a favorite song. And you know, music really helps you work out because you don't realize you're really working out when you're enjoying that song.
Sure.
So when you're taking an aerobic class, the music just keeps you pumping and adds. Oh yeah. And you'll do a 45-minute workout and you won't even realize it because you're so ingrained in that movie. So you are on track with Betty Mack, and this is Jaclyn Power. She's the one that keeps all these things going with the students here at the high school.
Yep.
You do.
I try to.
Broadcast media. It's wonderful. It's awesome. So we decided, you know, starting out the work. If Trent says, pretend you hear the music, and okay, he's going to add something. Okay, we're going to kind of pretend that we got music.
All right, sure.
You know, that's what you all can do. So good. Okay, so you know something in your bathroom you can do is just little kicks. You can just do little kicks like this. And what you do when you're doing your little kicks, you're pointing your toes because you know what, that works that calf muscle. You know, everybody wants to have this good-looking calf. You know, and you just kind of kick like this. And then, Miss Jackie, we're going to pull it up in the behind us, and we're going to do it like this because there we go. We're working that hamstring, right? It's back this way, and we're working this, and you can have it in your hand, the barbells or whatever you want to put in there, and you're going to do like this. Now we're going to take a side to the step. We're going to stretch, and we're going to push because that's getting that waistline, and we're pushing, and you know, you do 4 or 5 of these reps, okay? And then we're going to take the arm overhead, and we're going to get that waistline, and we're going to go whoop.
Yeah, we are.
And we're stretching, and we're over, and I'm pointing my toes at the same time. Now, this is just a little small, simple workout, and some people say, oh, that hurt. Now, we're going to take the same thing, we're going to push it to the front with the arms. We're going to push, and push, and push. And you see, we're bending, we're doing that because that's that squat you're talking about. And we're squatting, and we're squatting. All right, now we're going to do a squat, Miss Jackie. We're going to squat. We're going to go, whoop, push, push, and we're winding down. Now, we just gave you some fitness tips, Betty Mack and Jackie here we just gave you some fitness tips, some things that you can do to keep yourself healthy. There it is up on the screen.
Very common everyday people that we're squeezing it
Feels
into
good.
our very busy lives.
Feels good, and you can do this. This is a good way to start your year and to continue in the year. You got to do that. Very important. We want you to stay healthy, stay fit, so we can keep you around here a long time. There's that apple with the tape measure around it. I'll see you next time. You're on track with Betty Mack.
1, 2, ready, go. You're losing your energy, come on. 1, 2, ready.
I can be what I wanna be, 'cause all my dreams are inside of me. I can be what I wanna be, see what I wanna see. Don't try to tell me what I can't be. All my dreams are in me. All I gotta do is believe I can be anything. I could be anything. I can be.
I pray for my family. Communication is key. We all have the same responsibility. There ain't nothing better. When we play together, when we play together, when we pray together. We are family.